we call upon the second presenter, Dr. Pavan Kumar MG, PowerPoint animation for learning SICS. Dr. Pavan?
Yes, sir. Are you able to hear me now, sir?
Perfect.
Yes, sir. First of all, I would like to thank the AOS for giving me this opportunity, and I'm started my presentation now.
2D animation.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, it is visible and
Yes,
it is audible also, but there's a band which is coming on the right side.
Yeah.
Sharik, can you
Cataract
see if
surgery.
you can do something about
Do
this?
it yourself
Okay,
with PowerPoint.
perfectly all right. Yes.
All of us know, excelling cataract surgery, we need to understand the basics and concepts of surgical steps, for which there are various theory books, diagrams, illustrations, and surgical videos. However, for a beginner, understanding a surgery can be complex. Animations are a simple way of conveying complex concepts so that everyone can understand easily. Surgical animations can simplify complex surgical steps, increases the confidence of the surgeon, resulting in good outcomes. However, to create such animations, we need to hire a professional, spend huge amount of money and time. We need to keep explaining everything to the non-medical technician. I, being an SICS trainer, always wanted a simple and easy animation which I can myself make to enhance the teaching. I wanted a jugaad solution. Then we came up with an idea of using our most loved software for presentations, that is PowerPoint, to create various animations to teach SICS steps. With its features of drawing, transitions, and animations, we created a bunch of illustrations. Let me show a few examples. To make sclerocorneal tunnel, we use a crescent knife, and we always teach the residents to get an ideal tunnel. We need to keep the heel of the crescent up while dissecting the sclera and heel down while dissecting the cornea. This is done to follow the curvature of the globe. If we don't change the direction, then we will land up in premature entry, and if we lift too much, we will end up in buttonhole. Beginners tend to fail making side pockets of scalar tunnel, which leads to bottleneck configuration of tunnel, causing nucleus to stuck at the wound, and hence creating the side pocket makes nucleus delivery smooth and safe. We should always inject the fluid or visco through side port after entering the AC. If we inject within the wound, it can cause desperate membrane detachment. While vectis delivery of nucleus, we should always visualize the inferior margin of the vectis. If the inferior margin of the vectis is not visible, it means it's under the iris and can cause inferior iridodialysis. While doing cortex wash, if we depress the lower lip of the wound, it leads to wound opening and collapse of the anterior chamber. At the same time, if we lift the upper lip of the wound, the fluid keeps the anterior chamber formed. This one is my favorite. It's called elephant roll. Elephant cannot be pulled using its tail. Similarly, cortex cannot be removed holding a thin cortical fiber. Like, it's easier to pull the elephant with its bigger trunk. We can remove the cortex by holding a bigger area. Finally, we should always remove the cortex sheet by holding its anterior part.
1 minute remaining, sir.
If we try to catch the posterior part to remove the cortex, it can lead to inadvertent PC touch and PC tear. We have uploaded a bunch of all these animations along with the surgical videos called the M6 series in our hospital official YouTube channel, ROTube. And the whole series has got a cumulative view of around 1 lakh plus. Recently, an international online library quoted our M6 series as one of the valuable resources to learn SICS. Thank you.
Thank you, Pavan. Dr. Chitra ma'am, any questions?
No, you're muted, Chitra. You're muted.
Very interesting. Both the first and the second videos have been really very nice, and I'm sure it'll find great use. There's no doubt about it.
Very useful, I think, for the.
And I have seen another innovation of yours earlier, Pavan. You have a very innovative mind. I think you should really keep doing things year after year.
Sure, madam. Sure, madam. Thank you so much.
Some people have that talent. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Subtle points, which you've put in, which normally people don't, discuss. And so I think that was a great video. Rohit, you would want to say something or
No, I think I've seen this in the past, and I did congratulate him on this thing during AIOS. Wonderful, and keep innovating for multiple other things. Retina, glaucoma, I think, just don't stick to one area, because you need to move out of the comfort zones, even though if areas which is not your your prime areas of specialty. So let it be a comprehensive ophthalmic animation source.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, I think I've also seen this earlier. And Pavan, if my memory is correct, it is mostly on PowerPoint, correct?
Sir, it was top fourth, sir. It was under the apple tree, sir.
No, your presentations, these animations are mostly done on PowerPoint, correct?
Yes, sir, on PowerPoint, sir.
Yeah, so that was a clear message which you sent out every time, that you don't need a great animator or a software guy to do great work for you. PowerPoint is a powerful way of doing animations for our kind of work. So all kind of presentations, we can have a fair amount of animations with PowerPoint. It requires a lot of patience, but it's pretty good.
Thank you, sir.
Pavan, one last question for you.
Yes, sir.
Now, a lot of teaching modules are moving virtual or 3D based.
Yes, sir.
Have you thought of any plan where you want to bring this into a virtual reality platform or a 3D based thing? Because that is where I think students would enjoy doing it, because a lot of these things can be appreciated better.
So not thought about it, sir, but now you have gave me that idea. I'll work on that, sir. Thank you.
So next year under the apple tree, you can use this, the virtual reality based.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pavan. Wonderful. Ma'am, can I move to the next person?
Yes.